Hello, family. The topic of the day is, why did I decide to start a business helping people with their financial issues? Before I get into it, I want to thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you so much. Next, my mission is to help people identify their relationship when it comes to money. Also, help them break free from the rat race and create assets for positive cash flow. So, again, if you like the communication that I'm delivering and you feel as though that is adding value to your life, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. So, before we get into it, please grab a journal. And I say journal because I want you to take notes and keep those notes so you can go back in the future and reference back. That's why I didn't say just a piece of paper. You got to get yourself a journal because you're going to need to review this information over and over again so you can retain it at an extremely high level. So go grab your journal and a pen so you can write this information down. Now, I don't expect for you to write everything that I say. I would love for you to write your thoughts on what I say as a reference point. If you do not have a journal, please click the link below and order you a journal. It doesn't cost much and it's invaluable. So let's get into it. Again, why am I doing this? I was a vice president of a company, and um, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. This is what happened. First, my name is Michael Samuels, you're seeing the title. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I worked for corporate America for 30 years. Started off as a dishwasher, making, I think it was 5.10 an hour. I don't know. It was very little, maybe 3.35. That's what it was. It was $3.35. That was the that was the federal minimum wage at that time. So yeah, it was 3.35 as a dishwasher. And while I was there washing dishes, there was three of us that was working one night. The other two guys quit. Yeah, the other two guys quit on me, and I stayed. The building closed at 11. I stayed to 6 o'clock in the morning finishing up, and the general manager came in at 6, and he says, "What are you still doing here?" I was dripping wet, just soaking wet, and I said, I wasn't going to leave until it was all done. And he said, most people would have walked out with the other two. And I said, there's no way that I was going to let those two, my exact words was, those two idiots ruin it for me. Because it's the first time I've had a job. And so he pulled me to the side and he says, man, there's something special about you. And I'm going to keep my eye on you. And he did. He really took an interest in me. 1 month later, I was a cook. Um, 4 months later, I was training cooks and traveling to train. Um, and then 6 months after that, he said, "Hey, what do you think about going into management?" And I said, "I'm fine with it if you guys fine with it. I'm just a kid out the projects, so uh, I'll be happy to jump in." So that was corporate America, from dishwasher to vice president. of a regional company. And then I got laid off from my VP job. Um, and it made me feel very insecure. And so that insecurity sparked something in me. And so now I've been laid off before, but I never really, I always felt I get another job. And I know I could still get another job if I wanted a job. Okay. But I went and I was interviewing. And for the first time, I was listening to what people were saying and what they were doing. And so, which was very surprising. First, I would have an interview with a person, and then they wouldn't call me back. And I said, how's that possible? You're interviewing me for a vice president of your company, and you don't have the common courtesy to call me back? Ooh. The other thing, some of the questions that they were asking, I felt was borderline discriminative. I'm just gonna say it. I felt as though I was being discriminated. I'm not saying they were racist, but it was just weird questions. And then the ones who made me offers, um, they were extremely low as far as the pay, or or they wanted me to move to Alaska. And I went, nah, I'm not doing that to my family. I'm just done with that. So I made a decision. And when I say I made a decision, the word decide is very important because you can decide or you can choose. When you say I choose to, it gives you options. But when you decide, it means to cut. This is what I'm doing. This is the direction I'm going. And so, if you're looking at this video and you have decided to fix your financial situation, let me say that again. If you have decided to fix your financial situation, I can help you. I promise you I can help you. So, I decided to start my own business, helping people with money issues. And it's been extremely rewarding. And so I hope that I can help you. Now, I know I can help you. The question is, are you going to use the tactics and the information that you gain? Or are you going to decide to change who you are financially? Or are you going to look at a couple of videos and call it a day? Again, completely up to you. You do you. I'm going to keep putting out videos every Monday and Thursday with the goal of helping as many people as possible. So, if you've decided that this is what you want to do, please join me in this journey. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, in the link below, I have a financial challenge. What the financial challenge is for you. It's for you to understand where you are financially. It is not a budget. We'll get to the point of budgets because my belief on budgets is it's more about identifying where your money's going, not you managing your money. You're grown. You're adults. And if I have to make you manage your money, you haven't decided yet. And so it takes about 2 minutes to fill out the financial challenge that's below. It also gives me feedback on where the family, and I call the subscribers family, where the family is. I'll give you an example. At 100 surveys or responses, and out of the 100 surveys, the biggest opportunity or red flag that jumped out was 85% of the family did not have a will in place. Let me explain that to you. If you don't have a will, the state will decide on what and where your assets go. Now, if you listen to this, your plan is to have assets, is to have wealth. So once we get through a couple of quick things like an emergency fund, stabilizing your budget, fixing your credit, the next thing has to be you get a will. God forbid you go out there and get hit by a milk truck. Do they even have milk trucks anymore? To get hit by a truck and your family is scrambling. And so there's a few protectional things that we're going to put around you to ensure that if something happens, it's not going to be catastrophic to your family. So again, like I said, every Monday and Thursday, I'll be putting out a video. And I hope to see you there. I'm going to leave you with one thing. To know better is to do better. So you have to learn. And you have to learn from someone or some book or someone that has the experience. So remember, to know better is to do better. God bless and stay safe out there.